price of whatever the cycle top is, 150,000, 200,000 by September, and Ethereum is going to be at a price of what, like 5,000, 10,000, all by September or
I mean,
December?
Ethereum might be at 5,000 by March. Like, there's no question about that in my mind. So kind of here, I'll give you guys my predictions for my precious coins, my Ethereum and my Bitcoin, because you have to understand, like, look, I'm almost an Ethereum maximalist. Like, I love Ethereum. That's kind of a silly phrase. I mean, we all know that that's, you know, not a real thing, but we love Ethereum on this channel. We've been preaching Ethereum, an ETH evangelist, if you will, for a long time. And people have made a lot of money that have been watching my channel that have been investing in Ethereum, and they're continuing to do that. However, the Ethereum price is still based on the Bitcoin price to some extent. If Bitcoin goes to $115,000 and that's the top, like Dan Moorhead of Pantera Capital says, then there's, you know, Ethereum is probably going to be in the $10,000 to $15,000 range. I think 10,000 is minimum for Ethereum. And if, I mean, look, we're right almost at 1,500. We almost hit 1,500, you know, last night. It's like a 6X from there, you know, a little bit more than that, but it's not that much. It's, you know, it's 6.6X, somewhere around there. Definitely possible, I believe, when Bitcoin blows its top off, okay? But I believe my personal prediction for Bitcoin, $322,000. People wonder how I came up with that. I don't just randomly pick these things. That's an average of what I find to be 3 totally different predictions coming from totally different places or numbers, and I average those together. It's basically the stock to flow chart, and I know you guys love the stock to flow chart. I discovered the stock to flow chart through your channel, just so you guys know. That's what really got me turned on to that. So you created a monster, okay? So, but 289,000 is the top of that chart. And then I really like the Citibank. I really like their prediction of 318,000 this year because they're very specific. It is this year, $318,000, because that's not a crypto related company, as you know, but they're getting in crypto. And that was an internal document that got leaked. Now, did they leak it on purpose or publicity? I don't know. I'm gonna go with no, that somebody leaked it because that was the report. And then $360,000, because if you go back to 2017 bull cycle, what you'll see is that the price of Bitcoin 18x, technically 17.8. We'll round up to 18. It 18x'd its previous all-time high, okay? If we were to 18x our previous all-time high, which this is a super bullish market, the money printing, we all know we're living at a time like no other time, totally could be possible. If we were to do that, that would put the number of Bitcoin at 360,000. So you get all those together, mix them together, you got, you know, kind of a low bullish, a high bullish, and a mid bullish. You know, I mean, those are all moon targets. We know that. And you get 322,000. If you look at the price of Ethereum, okay, and you say, if Ethereum can achieve a 0.08 to 0.1 BTC ratio, to give you guys some numbers, in 2017, it went all the way up to 0.14 BTC. If you look at the peak of the bull run, of the Ethereum bull run, which was a little bit after that number, about 6 months after, it reached 0.11 BTC. Okay, meaning it's 11% of the price of Bitcoin. If Ethereum can achieve similar numbers, anywhere between 8% to 10% of Bitcoin's price, Ethereum's going to pump after Bitcoin to the highest, as it should. You know, we have Bitcoin that tops out, and then the money flows into the alts. That makes the Bitcoin price go down, the dominance go down. Basically, the number that I've came up with, I believe that if Bitcoin reaches that $322,000 mark, we could see Ethereum at $27,000.
For me personally, I have 2 more questions before we get into some of those low cap alts that we're talking about. One of my questions is, obviously, yes, right now, Ethereum is affordable to the common person. Some people, you got to save up maybe for it, but, around the price now, it's affordable. Eventually, it won't be. Would you say, is owning maybe 0.5 or 0.6 ETH any significance? Or maybe what is the minimum number of Ethereum needed for a person to become quote unquote rich, in your opinion?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't think there is a number, and here's why. Because I actually just got this question yesterday from someone in my real life. I talked about it a little bit on a video recently, which is someone asked me that very question. They said, well, and look, these people have some money, but, they haven't been in cryptocurrency at all. So, they haven't seen the benefits of what's happened this year. We know what the pandemic has done, all across the board for, businesses and things. So people are struggling. They've got some money now that they want to invest. And they said, well, what do I do with this? how much Ethereum do I need to buy to really get rich? I said, see, that's a trick question, because it's not how much Ethereum you can buy now. It's how much Ethereum you can buy for the next bull run. However much you can afford now, and obviously, I'm also getting a lot of questions. Should I take out loans to buy crypto? No, do not ever take out loans to buy crypto. It's a highly speculative market. Do not take out loans to buy crypto. I don't care how surefire you think something is after you watch me or Altcoin Daily, or anybody out there that talks about altcoins or Bitcoin. Like, it's highly speculative. Anything we saw what can happen just with the rumor of a double spend the other day. And so the problem where people get in problems with loans is where they take out loans, they buy the crypto drops. Now they can't even take the money out and afford to pay the loan back, and they're having to pay interest. I tell people taking out loans to buy crypto is not a good idea. So I don't suggest that to people. When it comes to Ethereum or even Bitcoin in that matter, however much you can afford to invest, and this is my limit. I'm more than 90% invested in cryptocurrency, and my total net worth as a human being, over 90% of my money is in crypto. So for me personally, like, I can say with conviction that I believe that this is the way to change your life. However much you can put into Ethereum, especially below $1,400, it may be above $1,400 by the time people see this video. That's a number I've been telling. I was telling people the same thing below 600, now below 1,400. We don't know where the next number is going to be. The key is understanding these cycles, getting the maximum amount of money that you can get in this cycle from Ethereum. And if you're really in this for the long term, go over to stable coins when we get near the blow off tops of these coins. We know the time frame it should be happening in, and then let it drop. And then you can, according to traditionally the Bitcoin cycles, you can 9x your holdings, because altcoins traditionally drop 90% in the bear market. Now, even if it goes down to 70%, 70x or 7x your holdings, now you've got potentially life-changing money, because the top for Ethereum will be even higher, the top for Bitcoin will be even higher, over the long haul. We're not even seeing what Ethereum can do yet. We're not even seeing what Cardano is barely even launched. So there still is another cycle in this game. Especially when we start getting the derivatives market involved for the next cycle. I think will lead the next cycle. But that's the answer to that question. I don't have a number. I know the Bitcoin people love to talk about 6.15 BTC, the number for that is on Ethereum is a game of get as much as you can and be smart, and don't, you got to make sure you get out of this market when it's the right time. And that's the way you can change your life.